Welcome into the Melrose showroom. I'm Leanne Moyers. I'm here in Atlanta in our showroom, and I have to tell you, I've just walked through the entire thing, took a look at the 13 new holiday collections. Okay, wow, I'm really impressed with some of the things the designers have done this year. They've got some great ideas on how to showcase product that's a little bit different than what we've had in the past. It was tough. It was tough for Shelly and I to go through and say, what are we going to start with you guys today? What are we going to show you first? And I think we have to do Nutcracker Christmas, because Nutcracker Christmas is very iconic, and that is definitely an icon that is trending upward. And so we're going to start with Nutcracker Christmas. We're going to go to Heirloom Holiday, and then we're going to finish up with Cranberry Jubilee today. So we are going to hit three really big and trending collections just bam, right out the gate. But I know that's what you guys are interested in. We're going to start right here with this huge Santa Nutcracker. We have two of these guys, and this one just happens to be on this table, so we're going to start with him. But they have one that's the same height that is actually a soldier. And so if you're interested in these guys, these would be great for your front door of your store. Excellent placements where you can put, one on each side, or one on each side of a fireplace too. But he's quite impressive, that very first Nutcracker that we see. There are a lot of different kinds of Nutcrackers. We're going to start here on this table. The other thing you're going to see is the Mouse King. And so this is our fabric Mouse King. He is a shelf sitter, so we can kind of change his legs up if we want to, nice and soft, very positionable. And the Mouse King here, he's got his sword and everything. You're going to see these icons over and over. So these two happen to be the fabric ones that are going to sit on the shelf. We have, of course, the Nutcracker and our beautiful infinity lights. But then we get into, okay, let's look at the different types of them that are available. Do we have some that go on tables? Yes. Do we have some candle holders? Absolutely. So here we've got our soldiers. They're bearded. They're a little bit older, more mature soldiers. I don't know. I kind of think that about the Nutcracker. But here we got this guy in the back. He's got a little bit of brown hair. Maybe he's a little younger. Maybe he's just, staying up with the times. We're not sure. But you're going to see over and over here from Melrose the ballerina, the Mouse King, and the soldier. And I think that's really important for your store, because you're going to be able to take these icons, work with them. We have the yoga Nutcrackers. Now these come in two different styles. This is the colored set, the red, the green, the black. But we also have this in a nice white and a champagne gold that's going to be in a different collection. So you're seeing all of the detailing. You're seeing all of the styling. Let's not forget the present snow globe we have here in the middle too, with, they're doing the ballet themselves and dancing. There are some very elegant designs here in this Nutcracker Christmas. As we move on to the next shelf, the first thing you're going to see gorgeous here are these black deer. So they have black bodies with these elegant gold antlers. Whoa! And I like how the designers put them on the shelf. I think you can position these many different ways in your designs to have them looking in different places, and they're very well constructed. That's something that I think is very special about them. We have more Nutcrackers that are taper candle holders. Now, that's another trend. So when we go through the showroom, you're going to be looking for all of the ways that you can be showcasing taper candles for 2025. I know we just finished the holiday season. It's fresh in your mind, as for what the buyers were buying in your stores. But I think what most of you are finding is that your taper candle sales are going up, and they've been going up for about 12 months now. We have some other soldiers here that are on this top shelf, and we do have these musical notes on stands. Now for Melrose, that's a little bit different. Something that I saw this year is that we have some musical references. That's in some of our ornaments and also some of these table decorations that we happen to have. We're going to slide down to the next shelf and show you some items that are in here. The pillow in the back has a lot of detailing. I'm just going to slide on in here and point a couple things out. The beading, this is all beaded here, and these are beautiful satin stitches. And then we have the raised for the berries and the raised for the little snow pieces that are on that pillow. Very detailed pillow, very, very pretty. As we come across here, I've already pulled this out. I did this for my sister. So her birthday happens to be the 21st. So this is one of your countdowns that you can have, and you've got your blocks there so you can count down every single day. But that's a little bit different too. Usually when you see your Christmas countdowns, they're not quite a sculpt piece like this with the little blocks. But I think that's very neat, and I'll just put the 21st on there for her to make her a little bit happy. We have some nice new ceramic pieces that have come in here. We actually have some that are dolomite, that are for, dolomite's just a little bit more flexible. I don't want to say flexible, I'm sorry. I should say a little bit more durable. But we do have those pieces with nice patterns on them. And check that out. I can see little treats. I tell you guys all the time, please leave me little treats inside of our containers inside the showroom, but nobody ever leaves me treats. I ask you all the time. It's kind of a strange thing that's going on. And we have our rocking horse here, a new piece that we have. And as we back up, we want to take a note of the special train that we have here, the Christmas train, because it's a bestseller for Melrose, and we bring that back year after year. But here in the corner, the toy drums. Now, these are new. These are sold as a set of 3. And anytime you see set of 3, of course, if you're like me, you're automatically thinking, woo, I got to check out that pricing. That's pretty good. And I will tell you, it is. But what the designers did with these toy drums is really incredible. And we're going to see that in the designer tree in just a couple of minutes. We're going to swing over this way to see a couple more of these nutcrackers here on the floor. And our first set of pre-mades that I'm going to show you. And so these have the berries, they have the foliage, they have the greenery, of course, but note the pine cones. And so you're going to see the pine cones here in Nutcracker Christmas that are part of the pre-mades. We've got the wreath, we've got the swag, we've got a couple different sprays and a garland. This is also where you're going to see the first set of these pre-made bows. Now these bows are wired, so they're very easy to shape for you, very easy for you to pack away as well for the following season. Great shaping for them, but that's the first set that we have for you in many different collections that are coming. Now we're up to our second guy. So the first guy was our Santa, and this one happens to be our soldier. And again, these would be perfect for the front door of your store. And on this other table in front of you, you're going to see some that are a little bit smaller. And so these are going to be more for tabletop, that type of thing. I do want to point this out. We do have something new here at Melrose. These are new candles that are Fia-Wick candles set in wax. So these will work for you with your timer remote and your batteries. So we have them in the ornament shapes. We have the larger and the smaller. And then we have these. I'm impressed with these. These are actually a glass tree, and it has the mercury glass effect for it. And then you have it in the green, and you have that also in the red that's available for you. Now let's look at our tree. Okay, the tree is beautiful over here. And we have many, many, many different nutcrackers here on the tree. And I'm going to slide out of the way so Shelly can get in there and really show you some of our ornaments. So what they've done is they've taken several of our sculpts and placed them directly into the tree. But look at this. A ballerina holding a nutcracker. Isn't that just precious? That is a precious, precious new ornament that we have. We have another set of these pre-made bows with the green on top of the red. Now you're going to see this particular bow style and 3 different types of color combinations. This one in Nutcracker Christmas happens to be the red with the green over the top. The Mouse King is here again, and we have some of these flocked ornaments. Now these flocked ornaments, I've shown you flocked ornaments many, many times, and they're flocked with snow, but not these. And so we have these in emerald as well. These are more of a velvet, and so they're very, very soft in different shapes that are available to you, but it definitely feels like velvet. It is a flocking, but it's just a little bit heavier and a little bit higher quality, and that's something you're going to want to touch and feel. I'm in love with all the little horses. I'm in love with all of the soldiers, and of course the Mouse King, and you're going to see it, the same look, the same design over and over. And remember when I said we're going to see these toy drums, but they're going to present it in a very different way. So what they did is they put the drums in the tree, and they're selling the ornaments out of the inside of the drum. Now stores, first of all, they're sold as a set of 3. You've got the red, you've got the green, and you've got the white. But look, can't you just see your customers reaching right in there and grabbing out the ornaments that they want to buy? I can. I definitely can see that happening. There is a set of ornaments here in Nutcracker that is a set of 5. They are a flat ornament. I think, Shelly, I'm going to have to show it on this wreath. I know we're headed a different direction, but I think it's kind of hard to pinpoint them here. But they are the the Mouse King, the ballerina, the tree, the soldier, and the home. And so these are going to be sold as a set. When you go to pick them up, they are more of a flat ornament, but they all have that same look, the same color coordination as the sculpted pieces that are going to be on the ornaments on the tree. I think these are exceptional value. Be sure to check that out. Now let's just take a couple more looks here real quick at the tree, because this is a gorgeous tree and it is loaded. Here's that ballerina again. She's so, so pretty. And she's got like a little bit of actual fabric on the bottom of her skirt. Oh, so pretty. Here's another one of those flocked, but this one happens to be in this nice green color. Here's our musical note again. Yes, 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 yes. And look at this, a one loop bow. How many of you out there are trying to figure out ways to put more bows, but you're trying to be economical with some of your ribbons? Yeah, the one loop bow will do that for you. That is a good detail that we see from our designers. We do have the sprays in here. This little ballerina, and she's embossed. I mean, there's embossing actually right across the skirt there. Of course, I immediately have to run and touch it. She's got a little poinsettia on the top. Gorgeous. These come in the red or the green. This is just a really iconic tree, and this tree is definitely trending for us this season at Melrose. We're going to slide on out of the Nutcracker Christmas area, and we're going to go over to Heirloom Holiday, and it's a total different feel again. That's why we picked these three today that we want to share with you. Get ready to transition. Take a deep breath. I'm going to. And we're going to go into Heirloom Holiday. And it's very soft. It's very serene. And this is where we have a lot of our nativity sets, including our new 11-piece nativity set that's coming in, and a lot of sculpts. And so the very first thing that you're going to gravitate towards on this tree is going to be this new sculpt that we have here. We do have the Holy Family and two of the animals down here to the side. And they have showcased this here inside of this designer tree. Beautiful muted colors, very soft. A lot of botanicals here on this tree. So we have, you know, our nice glitter sprays, the hydrangea. Look at this one right here. This is a new botanical for us. This is the anemone, and it has a very soft purple, kind of a little bit of a burgundy. The detailing on the inside is exquisite for this piece. Very different with our botanicals, and that's something that makes this collection very special, because it brings in that very soft gold in the accent with it, but it also has a little bit of purple, a little bit of red, just a little bit of plum, and it pulls it all together. The other thing here that really stands out to me, and it's just, it really is a really impressive ribbon. I actually was able to see this when we brought it in for product design review months ago, but it's this ribbon right here. And isn't that just beautiful? So the designers have accented with it at the top, and then they brought loops down so that you see it woven into the tree. But you don't see big, huge bows and loops with that piece of ribbon. It's special. It is a very special ribbon. And so if you have a customer that you're designing for, that you want something that has all of that quality, those are the kind of ribbons that you're looking for. And we're going to look at this on the ribbon roll when we're finished with the tree. But this collection has fantastic ribbon, and I do not want you to leave the showrooms, whichever ones that you're in, without coming in and really taking a look at them. These are gems, you guys. Gems right on the ribbon themselves. Mirrors actually on the middle of the ribbon. Very exquisite, very beautiful, and that is something that your high-end design customers are definitely going to be looking for. Lots of ornaments here too. They have those, you know, kind of the mercury glass look. This is a nice glass-shaped ornament. Lots of micro beading again across the tops. That's what makes Melrose special, isn't it? Having exquisite ornaments. I mean, how many of you come in and you say, we have to have the best of the best ornaments for our customers. Let's go into Melrose. Let's go in there, pick out the best new ornaments of the collection, and then we'll figure out what we're going to put on the back wall in the store later. And so you come in and you pick out these exquisite designs that you're going to work with. I want to show you a couple here. I'm just going to kind of part this a little bit so you can see the etching. So this is an iridescent ball ornament, glass, and then it has these etched pieces in the gold. And it might be picking up a little bit of my red shirt, possibly, but it's got a nice little blue, a nice little plum color to it. And here it is in the other shape that we have available for those two assorted. Beautiful ornaments. Oh, gosh, look at this one. I mean, we've got the raised detail, the embossing there, a little bit of glitter. Very nice ornament there. But I also want to show you this one. So this one actually has the gems on the top. Do you see that? Look at the top of the ornament. Wow. That is a very exceptional ornament that we have. And then this is actually embossed into the glass. So if I run my finger across here, this is not painted. I want to make sure that you know when you come into this collection that you actually touch some of these things so you can feel the embossing across the glass. I think it just makes them exceptional. Now, the other thing that makes Melrose exceptional is our design team and Ken, and he has been kind of creating some new things with some older products, and he did that here, and I just want to make sure you get a chance to see this. These are two new lanterns here in the front if you're looking for some new lanterns that go with this collection, and then he's just showcased a little bit differently with some products that we've had in the past. especially with some of these nativity scenes. He's very good at trying to create new aesthetics inside of the showroom. As we look at this table in the corner, that's where we're going to see that new nativity set for this season. I know many of your stores, you want to make sure that you bring in the newest nativity set. This is 11 piece. Nice colors. We're going to see a little bit of that buff color. So when we talk about trending colors, can a nativity set be trending too? The answer is, of course, yes. And we want to have that nice little buff color there. As we look at the new LED tree that is back behind it, the twig tree that is there, look at the jeweled ornaments that are hanging. The jeweled ornaments in this collection actually have a very light lavender hue to them. And so you're going to pick that up, especially like this one. I mean, isn't that different than any kind of a star or a snowflake ornament that you've seen before, just by having a little bit of color and then, of course, the overall design. These are gorgeous. These are absolutely gorgeous. They are a metal, so they're pretty sturdy. And then they have the actual piece on the top there. I love this entire look. Like, this entire look is just absolutely gorgeous. We want to hit this ribbon row real quick. I just want to make sure that you see all of these ribbons that are available in this collection, because they are exceptional ribbons. And I know many of you are designers. So some of you are just doing custom work for customers for the season, and you're going to decorate, 2 or 3 different themes for them. These are the ribbons that are going to make your customer go, wow. Wow, those are exceptional ribbons to have. As we come on through, I just want you to take a look at this shelf topper that the designers put together for us too. It's just really, really pretty. Again, we're going to see these snowflakes that came down. They are metal and they are a gem themselves. That's another trend that we're seeing here at Melrose. We see the nutcrackers. We see the warming of the color. And we're seeing the use of a lot of gems and rhinestones in particular. Not just a shimmer and shine. In the past we might have had a shimmer and shine. We might have had a little bit of a glitter, but now for a trend, what we're really seeing are the actual gems, the actual jewelry looking pieces. We have some other nativity sets here on the top of the shelf topper. We're going to slide on over and we're going to take a look at the bells. Old world bells happen to be trending as well, and this is our first set that we've come to so far this season. There were some in the tree. There were some that were in the tree in place, these metal bells that are here, but also up in this shelf topper over here across this way. Isn't that gorgeous? I mean, I don't know which I love more here. I don't know if I love the designer tree more or if I happen to love the shelf topper itself. Now, the difference between the tree and the shelf topper, the inclusion of the butterflies. So this is the first of 3 different colors that we're bringing in for the butterfly sprays for holiday. And this one happens to be a nice little platinum, but it's got a little bit of that warmth. That trend that we're talking about, we want to have a little bit of that golden color just kind of woven in through there. You can really see the details on the ornaments on this shelf topper across here. And so I think, I don't know, Shelley, it might be too early for me to say, but this might be my favorite shelf topper of the whole season, just because of the inclusion of the anemone, the butterflies, the sprays, the ribbon, the exceptional ribbon. This is a collection that is definitely stately for you to want to come in and see in the Melrose showroom. Okay, we're going to look at a few candle holders that are here on the top. They have that nice, beautiful plum color that kind of ties in with everything that we have here. And they are featuring our Fia Wick candles. If you have not purchased Fia Wick before, you want to talk to your Melrose sales rep about that. We have new shaped Fia Wick candles. We have pillar candles. We have colored ones. These happen to be the ivory that are being showcased here. But those are something that are very economical. It's our economy line of LED candle. You're going to want to make sure you talk to your Melrose rep about bringing in Fia Wick. Now, before we leave this collection, there's one more thing you got to see. And they happen to be these new candle holders that are here on the wall. And so this is right in the corner. We have 2 standing candle holders. These right here, these are actually a lantern candle holder lantern. But they have the flip on the top, a hurricane glass on the inside, and of course they showcase a beautiful candle, and our designers have decorated it with some of those botanicals as well. 2 different mirrored ones, a new mirror here, and we have this one with the candle, and then we have this beautiful U-shaped one with a small taper across the top there. New candles from Melrose. Now, 3rd collection of the day. This one I kind of match a little bit. The other big trend that we're seeing besides nutcrackers are cranberries, and we brought in cranberries. Boy, did we bring in the cranberries. We have lots and lots. I would have to say maybe 1 million cranberries here in this collection. You can see from this wall, and I don't usually show you the botanical wall, but I think it's important The pre-mades here, they have the berries, they have the pine cones, they have mixed evergreens. So you're going to see the different pieces of the different evergreens. So I know it's kind of boring when you see just pine, but this actually has a magnolia leaf in with that swag. It really breaks it up. It gives it a lot of definition and adds a lot of luxury to those pieces that you have. The other ones here, my gosh, when I said millions, I wasn't exaggerating. Well, we might have a billion. We may have a billion cranberries here in the Melrose showroom. And it's through these pre-made wreaths. The swag, I do like just the plain berries. It's just beautiful. And then, of course, we have these different shapes for you to take a look at. As we transition into the tree, now this is a whole different feel because I feel like when we come over here, we're seeing something different than what we saw in Heirloom Holiday. More of a focus on the ornaments themselves and more of a focus on, of course, the red. And look at all the different red hues that we have available. We do see the butterfly again. So this is our second butterfly that we have here in the showroom. This one is that nice warm gold. This is a golden butterfly spray for you to take a look at. Now, you know from Home and Garden that butterflies have been trending for quite some time, but let's take a look at some of the ornaments too. This hanging bird on branch is very exquisite here in the back. This is one of two. We also have a cardinal bird on a branch in a different place that I'll show you a little bit later. Shaped ornaments, beautiful glass, again some etching. I like these metal ornaments. These are nice metal ornaments here. Several different styles that we have of them that I'm going to show you. I'm going to reach up here and just kind of turn this one. This one happens to be, but this has kind of got that envelope shape. So we've talked before about disc ornaments, and a disc ornament will have that envelope where it kind of puffs out to the side. That does, but it comes together on the end. And so that is a very nice new ornament. The cranberries are here, and I think they have 3 different sizes. I know we have 2 for sure, but these are the cranberries on a piece. This is important. Sometimes you'll see a cluster ornament, and it has beading or beads that have been rolled, and they just kind of stick to there, you know, kind of like that. But the difference is these are actually placed onto the orb themselves. That allows you to be able to showcase them in many different ways. You can showcase them inside glass, you can put them on tabletops, or of course into the tree. This ombre ornament here at the top, beautiful ombre ornament, and you don't really see it with red a lot. Like, it seems like when you see a nice ombre glass ornament, you don't always see the red to a transition to a soft gold, but that's a beautiful one. You're probably noticing that we have this micro beaded pomegranate piece that is laid in here with these clusters of candles. It grabs your attention right away. You probably saw it before I even mentioned it because it is a very beautiful, beautiful piece, and that is a pomegranate that is there. We do have some clusters of beading types of ornaments that are here in this collection for you. Of course we have cranberries. Of course we have our poinsettias. Textured ribbons that are coming down with an embossing over across the top. The pattern itself is embossed right into the velvet. That makes that exquisite for us. And then as we start to slide around the tree, I want to kind of point out, because I didn't see this right away, but this is a very nice piece that's come out too. It has a kind of a dried effect, but it does feel fabric. And so this piece right here, very soft as I rub my finger across it. I like that. Adds a little touch of softness to the entire aesthetic that we're going with here. Here's another one of the butterflies on the spray that's a little smaller. And then they did something different on this tree too, because why not? They have the candles that are sitting on a tree holder, you know, the tree topper that we sell out of all the time. That holds 3 different platforms. Then they put an actual 4-candle holder on top of that, some Fiawick candles in red. That's fantastic, right? And then they said, we got to have more candles on this tree. Let's hang some of them. So this is not something I would have done at home, but I'm glad the designers did. They went ahead and they just tied candles right on this tree for extra candles into this entire effect. This is an exquisite tree, very beautiful. I like what they've done with the entire thing. I like the texture. I like the design style and a lot of these ornaments. Now we're going to take a look at just a few more products that are available here for you. We're going to start behind me, and we have some of our sculpts that are our cranberry Santas. Now they have the cranberries, well, I like the fat little Santas, I can't help it. The fat little Santas have them all across their bodies, but the taller Santas, well, they're not super skinny, but they actually have the cranberries across their tops. The cranberries continue throughout this entire collection. Again, billions and billions of cranberries were featured here, but we also have them on our snowmen down here, on their scarves and onto the tops of their hats. Beautiful, beautiful. These are going to be hot, hot, hot new sculpts that we are presenting to you here at Market. I like this other shelf topper over here. I like this table full of the deer. The deer themselves, slightly different color than what we saw on our tree. We saw more gold on our tree, but we have the platinum color in this collection as well. So if you're looking for cranberries that kind of go with more of that platinum look, we do have two different styles, and you're going to find those on the shelves and on the ornament wall. We're going to slide across here, more hanging taper candles that you can see. And then we're going to come over and take a look at this other shelf topper. And this shelf topper is very impressive. And there's a couple of things here I like. First, we presented the new poinsettias that are large. I mean, these are, look at this, you guys. Look how big these are, okay? That'll give you a little bit of perspective. Large, oversized poinsettias with nice cluster beading in the middle of those for those accents. This is a beautiful red. Another trend is the draping garland. Okay, now garland's been around forever, and everybody likes to drape your garland. And of course, cranberry garland, that kind of started the whole cranberry aesthetic itself. But that is a trend, and you're going to see that in a couple other collections. Making sure that you have your doubles, even triples or more of your pieces of garland that are coming down in your swoops and then hanging. And what they did is they took some of our laser cut ornament pieces, and these are coming in several different colors. I know there's white, I know there's red, I think I saw blue, but I'll have to check on that for you. But ornament styles, they have the ball ornament, the onion shape, and then they have the shaped ornament itself. These are great, fold up flat, simple and easy for your customers. They just pick them up, they're ready to go. I love the garland. We've already talked about several different trends throughout the entire showroom, but these three collections have a lot of hidden trends right into them. Okay, so if you have any questions over any of those three, make sure to put them in the comments below. We would love to hear from you. If you are planning to come to market, come see us in the showrooms. If you're in Dallas, 305 and 310 is happening now. And if you're coming to Atlanta next week, we are on the 17th floor. Go from the lobby, straight up in the elevators, pop off, take a look. You'll see Melrose, whichever side of the elevators you're on. We are in E18 and new. We have a brand new showroom between us and the Home and Garden showroom, so we're kind of connecting all the way down the hallway. So lots of fun, exciting things. Make sure to let me know how you're feeling about it. Make sure to let me know if you've got any questions, and we'll be back with some more collections this afternoon.